Hello. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll check. Okay. Test, test, test. Okay. Looks good. Hold on. Second test. Okay. Working. Cool beans. In that case, then. Okay. Hey, guys. Oh, no. That was a force of habit. Hey, guys. So yeah. This is just gonna be a just chatting chat. Um, Basically, I'm awake, I'm alive. Um, we're kind of gonna go over how the first puppo went. Um, hey, drums, hello. We're gonna go over how the first puppo went, and then I'm gonna kind of fill you in on how the weekend went. But yeah, figured I would hop into the Minecraft server that we started during that puppo and not do like there's no major changes. The major changes will be for the puppo streams. But like do like the evening of the grounds and stuff. Um and then once I go through all the crap that I had to talk about, just basically I guess I can get rid of this too. Whoops, should have done that. Chat with me. Oh, so nice. Yeah, so once I go through all that crap, then we can talk about whatever. Except I hate Microsoft, guys. I also I guess first things first, figured out what the issue was with starting Minecraft last time. Apparently we bought a year's worth of Xbox Game Pass for console and not Xbox PC Pass for console. Why those are two different things, I do not know, but they are. And because they are, yeah, PC Game Pass comes with Minecraft, and the Xbox Game Pass for PC is not. So, it's the weekend, and customer service is a nightmare on the weekend. So, we're gonna call tomorrow and see if they can switch that membership over from one to the other. And hopefully that's like hopefully they're able to do that for us. Otherwise, we're out like a significant amount of money, which is, I don't know, upsetting, infuriating, ridiculous, insane, kind of stupid. Um so first of all, we sure. 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 Why not? Okay. We created kind of like a musical playlist. We're hoping this music's kind of nicer for people and less monotonous stuff. We haven't really curated it for moods yet or anything, so it's just going to be a random mishmash for now. Maybe turn it down a little bit more, actually. Oh, didn't mean to do that, sorry. That's the wrong thing. There. We'll turn it down to there. So if there's any like issues with the music, let us know. Like if you can't hear me over the music, or Anything along those lines? Yeah. For now, these will be our jams. Okay. Okay, this will bring us to point number 1. So, the puppo. The puppo went weird, guys. I'm very glad that we did it. I'm very glad that we set out to do it and we accomplished somewhat what we set out to do. And nowhere near the way we set out to do it. Where to start? I mean, anybody who was like tuning in periodically may have picked up on this, but pretty much everything went wrong with that stream that could have. The game didn't start at the beginning, and then it turned out that I had scratched my eyes and my contacts were bugging me, so then I had to switch to my glasses, and then just it was just one thing after another after another after another. We since found out that I was very, very sick for those days. So like we were hoping that we were gonna get 2 days out of it, but like I know myself, I know I can get way more than that, and I was expecting like a good 3 or 4 days, and that just didn't happen. And I was shocked that it didn't happen, to be quite honest. Like I know a lot of people looked at it. We did hit 36 hours. We got like 36 hours 8 minutes, I believe. So I know a lot of people like saw that comment. We got like a bunch of congratulations coming to our channel amongst different avenues for hitting 36 and calling me crazy for being able to do that and stuff like that. And it's just, that's nowhere near the time that we're capable of. But basically, after I stopped that stream, I didn't even stop it because I was tired, and I didn't even honestly fall asleep. I was starting to like feel pain, so I knew something was wrong. Like shouldn't have been painful. And it was, oh god, I'm gonna get my days all mixed up. It was a Friday morning when I stopped it. So I stopped it at a little after 36 hours. I believe it, well, I guess I can do the math. Yeah, so that would have been 6 a.m. MST. Stopped it, went and laid down to see if that would help. It didn't. So when the clinics opened that morning, we went to the clinic to like see what was going on, and basically I just had like an infection, essentially. Caught something somewhere. So I'm on antibiotics now, but that unfortunately is why that stream is only 36 hours instead of the days that we were hoping for. Yeah, it's not like anything serious or anything. Drums, like thank you for like hoping I get better and stuff. Yeah, I did get like we did get a lot of comments of like calling me crazy, and there were even people that were doubting that I had done it because I was taking 15-minute breaks to like get up, stretch my legs, go to the washroom, stuff like that. But like we did have other people in the room while I was doing it. They were like switching out and stuff periodically, but there were other people here. Like there are witnesses. I did not fall asleep. But it's one of those things that like obviously when you're sick it's harder to stay awake. Like I feel like I have like a weird throat thing now too. Um, and that's just it's an unfortunate thing of having a bunch of autoimmunes. Like even just one autoimmune makes it really hard to fight off any kind of sick. Second you pick something up, you're kind of screwed. And I have 3 autoimmunes. As if 10-minute naps would do anything anyway. I just like who stays up for like 30 hours and then manages to wake up after 10-minute nap. Like once you pass out, you're passed out. You're not waking back up again. So like there were some people saying that like I was taking naps during those breaks, and it was just like, okay, I don't know how that would have been humanly possible, but good to know. Um but yeah, it's just one of those things that were like, obviously when you're sick, it's harder to stay awake and it's easier to get sleepy. I don't think a cheater would stop at 36. Also true. Um, yeah. So I know like people were like shocked slash concerned that we got to 36, but that's like nowhere near what we wanted to get to for that. I was disappointed in myself. I really didn't want to call it at 36 hours, especially we had like some people log on pretty much like 10 minutes before I called it, but it was just like, it was to the point where I was like, well, I'm in pain and I probably shouldn't be. So this is something that we should probably prioritize. So that's the call we made. I only did those streams with the express agreement that I would put my health first while doing them, and I had to stick to that. Um, so hopefully when we do June's, it goes much better and much smoother and much longer. Fingers crossed. Um, now, I guess the next order of business is that when we did those puppos and we were like putting together ideas for it, obviously the first idea we came up with was, hey, if you follow our Twitch, sorry if you can hear these chirps, the dog is being stupid. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream again. Hello. Can you maybe stop crying now? Okay, deal. Anyway, the first incentive we came up with was if you follow within a certain, like before we hit 24-hour mark, your name was gonna get immortalized in the server. We haven't like built the statue yet, and we haven't spawned the wolves yet, but the reason I'm mentioning this first is so I can kind of get this part over with. We made a hall of day one followers, and we threw all the usernames up. Woo, look at them all. Look at them all. Looking for a specific one, but look at them all. Ooh. Yeah, here we go. So, the deal was you guys follow me, and we put your name in the server. Congrats. Now, this user especially chatted with us a lot. Like, came in, was talking to me, gave me tips, hung out, talked quite a bit, kept coming back. At one point, they asked if they could steal my design to build it on a server that they were a part of and that they would give me credit. And again, I don't care. Why would I care? It's a castle. If you want to use my design, go right ahead. Power to you. It's going to take you freaking forever, but go right ahead. So we put all these names up. And then when we came back to the stream that night, because again, I didn't go to sleep. I was up Friday. I was awake Friday. It sucked. We leave. We came back. And suddenly we were missing a follower. And just so you guys know, I have receipts. Whoa. I don't know if there's anything on here that probably shouldn't be. I should probably have checked that first. Oh no, this is fine. There's no secrets. That's my other diary. Anyway, we have receipts. Look at that. I was writing down every follower we got in order because I didn't want Twitch to like F me over yet again because it has been doing that quite a bit lately. So yeah, I had a backup. So I went down the list and a certain user was suddenly not on it. Suddenly we're not following. And that's not cool. The deal was that you're a day one follower and you go into our server as a day one follower. You don't get to follow and then have me put your name in the thing and then not even didn't even keep following us for a day. They removed us the second we stopped streaming. After, keep in mind, asking if they could steal my designs. Who does that? So unfortunately for you, Hardcore Lamp, I'm a vindictive bitch. Although I probably mispronounced that. I feel like my pronunciation's a little off today. Let's re-roll that. Rewind it. Go again. Second take. I'm a vindictive bitch. So your name's coming off the wall. Well, came off the wall. I have removed it. Fortunately for us, we got someone who was so excited to follow us. It is a mad world indeed. That there was only like a couple minutes left of our stream, but they still super wanted to follow us. The day 2 participation was like if they noticed I was doing my ticks, I would get like a face gem. They asked if they could give us a follow and we would do the face gem thing instead. And I thought, that is a sign of someone we want to hang out with. That is a cool dude. That is someone who's like ride or die. So, Hardcore Lamp, who? You are getting replaced with It's a Mad World Indeed. So it's a Mad World Indeed. Congrats. These are no longer going to be in order, which kind of bugs my OCD, and I'll probably fix that later. But for now, so I don't forget, it's a Mad World Indeed. You are now also permanently on our wall, even though you didn't do it within the first 24 hours. There'll be no lamps casting darkness across this feed. Damn it. Drums, I gotta say, I love a freaking pun. You're my dude. So yeah. Don't know what the hell that was about. Thought it was insane. So and sucks to be them. I followed back every single person who followed us, whether they like talked to us in the chat or not, or like established a connection or not. The second they followed us, well, not the second, they followed us, I followed them back. I followed them back when I woke up on Saturday, but they're all everyone who followed got followed back. Hardcore Lamp, you missed out. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna copy my design if you're not even watching until I finish my design. I don't see how that works. But you made your choice. We've made ours. You are no longer in the Hall of Day 1 followers. Godspeed. um, so yeah, so Friday morning we stopped the feed. We waited to see if I would get better. I didn't. Went to the clinic, found out that like, oh shit, I'm sick. Maybe I shouldn't have been doing a don't sleep stream whilst being sick. That explains why so much shit went wrong. like I said, I'm on antibiotics now, so I mean, I probably shouldn't say I don't foresee a problem, because when you have autoimmunes, there's always a problem. But hopefully our June one will go more like I had originally predicted, and we get a good 3, maybe 4 days out of it. That would be nice. So I'm more excited about the June one now that I know that it wasn't like me just being way worse at this than I thought I was. Yeah, so went to sleep Friday night, woke up Saturday morning feeling completely normal, which I also thought was weird because, like, at that point I was pretty sleep deprived, and then apparently 8 hours fixed it. So we spent our, well, I say we, it wasn't we, it was me. I spent my Saturday kind of trying to fix up some of the things that we noticed were problems with our original stream channel. So I can even give kind of an example here. If we go to our starting soon screen now, that jam, or our break screen now, that jam, or even our ad schedule screen. Hey, third new jam. Those should all be fixed now so that they're not like double playing the song on top of each other. That took a good little amount of time to fix. So we apologize that, I mean, mostly me, because I'm seem to have been the only one that was bothered by it, but I apologize that during the puppo that those were double playing. Yeah, so I like, they didn't like double play immediately either, and it doesn't sound like they double played every single time we took a break, but like most times it was double playing, and we didn't even notice it until I think I was already like 26 hours into the stream, and we were like, oh, this is double playing. That is annoying as shit. So I went back, I went through, I figured out what the problem is. That's been fixed. I also cleaned up our menus because I didn't realize it was like aligned weird, but I took Saturday as an opportunity to watch back our Sunday community game stream on our YouTube at J McKenna Stories. I went and watched that back just to like give us more support from me, I guess. That's how I spent my Saturday. And I noticed that the borders for our screens and stuff were all misaligned. Like none of these little boxes kind of actually lined up properly. The colors were different, which I don't even know how that happened because I copied and pasted all of that. So I went through and I fixed up the borders. It's all more neat and tidy now. Thank you. Okay, as long as I'm not the only one with the OCD for it, because when it's in the tiny little screen, it looks perfect. But then when I went back on YouTube, it was like, no, there's like this sliver here that's off, and there's this sliver here that's off. So I sat down and fixed that. Very, very proud that I oh, I have to restart the music. Very, very proud that I fixed that. Oops. What else? Oh, so if you can see behind me, I also OCD fixed the wall. Too. So yeah, originally we had tried to build a wall like this, and it went horrendously. The foam that we purchased for this stupid thing, like, I don't know where the hell these mats came from. They were all like different thicknesses. Like we purchased, oh god, 4, 8, Okay, we have 24 of these squares, and all of these squares are 2 by 2. So, you know, pretty decent sized wall. But like they're all different thicknesses, and they're all way flimsier than I would have expected or wanted them to be. So when we originally built the wall, it was not standing up. So the kind of compromise, or like the solution we came up with, was we had built a bunch of blocks, and then we had stacked the blocks in like a specific corner, and then we angled the camera so that you could only see the blocks, and it made it, first of all, it made it very, very hard to get in and out of the chair. I had about this much space between the computer desk and the blocks to get in and out. So it was very, very difficult getting in and out of here without like making them all collapse. So I spent my Saturday building this lovely wall where even, well, mostly, it's mostly even Stevens, so it looks much prettier now. Ooh, so pretty. It looks like an actual wall now that hopefully will not collapse. Fingers crossed. I also OCD spaced the postcards a little bit better. Although it does now look much more empty, just because. So we went through and we ordered pretty much every single design that Jay has up on our Redbubble. So when those all come in, the wall will look much more filled out and be much more of a source of pride. But now our webcam is like focused on us instead of, it was over here before, pointing this a ways. So now it's here, straight on. So you'll have a much nicer view of my face, because honestly, my right is my good side, and you guys were having to deal with my left, and that's just an unfortunate thing for you. So now at least you get the full package. That is my face. We also ordered more lighting, because now that the camera's in a different spot, the lighting is like more shadowy and stuff. So that lighting is supposed to actually also show up today at some point. Who knows? Maybe it'll show up whilst streaming, and I can take like a quick break and like run and get it and hook it up, and then be like, blah blam, look at this craziness. Trying to go through. Oh, the biggest news. So, like I said, the puppo on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday ended up being a little over 36 hours long. Now we did like look into it when we first started, and from what we found, YouTube maxes out at 12-hour videos, and Twitch was supposed to max out at 48. That doesn't seem to be entirely true. While we were streaming, once we hit 24 hours, we got an email with our stream summary saying like, oh, here's your first 24 hours, congratulations, blah blah blah. And then once our stream was done, we went to that page, and it did say that it was a 36-hour long video. But here's where the problem lies. So ever since Curtis Mutter stopped by last Sunday, that little electronic breaking phenomenon that he is, our backup folder hasn't worked. We don't know why. It's not like he was like messing with our computer or anything like that. He did nothing. He touched nothing. We don't understand. He showed up, all of our stuff broke. Anyway, our backup folder doesn't work. So if we want to like save our VODs for future use, or, you know, edit a 36-hour video down to 12-hour chunks so we can throw it on YouTube, we have to download it from the Twitch website download link at the moment. So we tried that about 1,000,000 times. Yeah, what a jerk, right? How dare he? God, the worst. So yeah, so Saturday I was like, well, I'll download our video and I'll try to edit it down to the chunks it needs to be to throw it on YouTube for people. We tried downloading it. I keep saying we. It's just been me on Saturday, guys. I don't know why I keep defaulting to we. So I downloaded it about 3 different times and it did not download. For whatever reason, because not for whatever reason, because it's such a long video, and most likely because Twitch did a thing at the 24-hour mark, the file's corrupted. So that set me off on a fun little journey. We have access, like James pays for Adobe Creative Cloud and like all the programs that come with it and stuff. So he has that on his Mac, obviously. But James wasn't around this weekend. Jay is off drawing, I believe, this weekend. So I was like, oh, I'll download Premiere Pro and I'll throw the videos up using Premiere Pro. So yeah, the file's corrupted. Couldn't do anything with it. Media Player wouldn't play it at all. Premiere Pro would show it, like say it was there, and like show the audio and video bars, and show a preview picture of the video, and the audio worked, but nothing else. So I was like, all right, well, that sucks. So then I had to find a third-party app that would let me download our video some other way, which I did, except it downloaded it in 53 parts. So, you know, I don't know why it did 53 parts each video. I'm gonna take these off. These are unnecessary and they're just hurting my head. Yeah, so it downloaded it in 53 parts. So we have 53 little videos of like 40 to 55-minute in length sections, which suck. And I was like, all right, well, I'll sit down, I'll splice them together in Adobe Premiere, and then I can post them to YouTube. And that's when Premiere stopped working. I tried it several times. The program just does not want to work. It will either crash upon opening it, or it will it will say the files are in there and that it's like putting them together, but then it won't do anything with them and it won't save them properly. And that's when all the other problems started. We actually, again, not we, it was just me yesterday. Why do I default to we? Twitch Studio yesterday, I had actually wanted to basically do what this is last night, but Twitch Studio suddenly stopped working. And yes, I know most people use Streamlabs. I do not. I like Studio. So sue me. Clearly our layouts are very simple, and they're very simple because that's kind of all we need to show our coding, or for something like this where we mostly just want to focus on like the chat bar and the gameplay. So we use Studio. It's easier to use real quickly. Streamlabs is more like sit down, spend 80 hours to like put together your layout for it. But like, we don't need a complicated layout. At least I don't think we need a complicated layout. If you guys think that we need like a complicated like Streamlabs, like all the borders are glowing layout, let us know. But like, honestly, gotcha. Bye, drums. Thank you for stopping in. Always a fun time. Thank you for agreeing that the jerks I mentioned in today's stream were also jerks. But yeah, if you guys think that we need like a Streamlabs one, let us know and we'll force James to make us one. But like, I don't think we do. Every single picture of jellyfish you see on our backgrounds and stuff, Jay took those photos. Those are real photos of jellyfish that Jay took. Where are you gonna get crazy shit like that on Streamlabs? Bullshit. Unless you're like paying for like Nitro or whatever it's called. So yeah. So we use Studio. It suddenly wasn't working. It said go to our Discord and we'll let you know why it's not working. And then we went to the Discord and found out that it was working for everyone except for me. We found out Twitch was working, so it wasn't on Twitch's end. So then we kind of started panicking. We downloaded Streamlabs to see if maybe we should just switch over. And then Streamlabs didn't work, wouldn't show our webcam working. Once it did show that working, it literally wouldn't let us load anything else, like a layout or anything. Like it was basically a black screen. So yeah, so we didn't know what was happening until we realized that it was Premiere's fault. So like, it wasn't running or anything like that, but literally as soon as we tried to use any other program after we installed Premiere, none of them worked. Not a single one. They would freeze, they would crash, they wouldn't do their job. So we uninstalled Premiere. Suddenly everything's working peachy daisy again. This is yet another reason why I hate, not a sponsor, Adobe. Hate it. So basically, hey, hello, Sins Manic. I actually meant to send you a message. 1 second. Like an actual message. Guys, Sins got the inside scoop. Just give me a second. There you go. Oh, no. I guess that's not actual information. Anyway. Continuing on. I had wanted to get the videos all edited and start uploading them to YouTube yesterday. Didn't happen. It's not going to happen today. I do need to like see if I can find a free video editing program, like preferably free. Like we're already paying for Premiere and can't even use it. So if we can find like a good third-party video editor that's free, that won't crash every other program on the computer when we install it, then I can start doing what I want and editing those myself when I get the time. But until then, James is going to be doing them on his Mac, which means now we have to transfer all those files, all 53 of those video files, to James's computer, and then he has to edit them himself. So I think we're going to try to do that tomorrow. We're getting them out as fast as we can, basically, is the moral of the story. It's just I try to do it by myself and I can't right now. So we're going to have to wait for James. James is coming in tomorrow. So hopefully nothing else goes wrong and we can get that done tomorrow. If they're not up by Tuesday, then something else went wrong. But we have our Rempy coding stream on Tuesday. So Tuesday I will be here with Jay. We'll be continuing our Rempy coding because, we haven't hit on that in like 2 weeks. But yeah, I thought I would be as productive as possible for you guys this weekend, and that has essentially culminated in a new wall behind me, new lighting showing up, and a couple fixes to what the stream was the other day. Mostly audio fixes. Let me fix this chair though. Give you a good view of the Jolly Roger on my stomach. And then, yeah, hopefully our next puppo goes way longer now that we kind of know what the issue was. Hey, hey, Nika. Nika. No, come here. I'm not going to be putting up with this. No. Apparently you're not allowed to listen on the computer. The volumes can't get loud enough. You can't hear me talking? I guess I should type that. Hang on. Is that better? Can you hear me talk now? Testing. Testing. Ouch, yes. I didn't think I was that loud. I only turned up my microphone like a little bit. Oh, sorry. Okay, well, we good? Good? I mean, like, I literally only, like, nudged it up, like, a couple decibels. So, alright. I don't know how that happened, but fuck you. Sorry. Yep. I don't know why, but the microphone muted. At least I noticed that early. Anyway, let's try that again. I was just basically saying that, like, I was going through some of the events of the puppo from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then basically talking about how I spent my Saturday, where we've redone the wall behind me, the camera angle's new, we've ordered some new stuff in to kind of spruce up the channel a little bit more. We've fixed some of the errors in our Twitch stream layout, etc. Like the audio issues we were having, they're gone now. They should be. They come back. Somebody let us know, but they should be gone. And just saying that we're trying to get the puppos uploaded, but they're proving to be as difficult as they possibly can be. So we're hoping that they're going to be on YouTube by Tuesday. Fingers crossed. No one wants me to talk. I have a grating voice. And I can say that because I legitimately hate my voice. You guys are all insane for tuning in and wanting to listen to it. I have the exact same voice as my sister. So I have grown up hearing it my whole life. And I don't like it. I think it's annoying. To stream, we're using Twitch Studio. Most people use, like, we just had this conversation with Drums. Most people use Streamlabs. Like, I think that's like the very most popular one by Twitch streamers. But like, I don't know. Streamlabs is like much more complicated, and like I understand wanting to like do crazy things with your layout and stuff, but I just don't think that we need that. Yeah, OBS is Streamlabs. Like Streamlabs is like the reboot of OBS basically. But yeah, they're the same thing. But like I don't think we need that complicated stuff. Like basically, like if we're doing a game, we want some like a layout more like this. There is more to it than it needs to be, honestly. Twitch Studio is fine enough. Yeah, like if you go look at our layouts, like I don't know, I feel like none of them need to be too complicated. We have the coding screen, which is just audio only, and then you get to see what our screen looks like. And then we have like the chat displayed, and then we have this screen which has like the video added and then like the little commentary kind of thing. But like, do you really need like basically this screen but like all the borders are like flashing at you? I feel like that would be more distracting than anything else, would it not? I just don't understand why people need them to be like so complicated. Like, I feel like if people are tuning in to this, they either want to see the Minecraft footage for whatever reason, or they want to read the chat, or they want to see that I'm a real person and not Skynet. But like I don't think I need to like overlay myself in like a weird way where it like glows and shines the whole time. My computer couldn't handle OBS, so I had to stick with Twitch or Xbox. It is a little depending on the stream type. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to define what our stream really is. It technically started as like a coding stream, I guess, where we're just trying to learn how to properly code the game Jay wants to make. But I don't know. I guess it's turning more into like a variety channel, I would say, because like I kind of wanted an excuse to play video games more often because it's been a while. So that's kind of how the Peppo got discussed and brought in. And then we found out about some local video games being developed. So we wanted to like showcase those if we could. So now there's like play testing segments, which I'm all for. I used to play test all the time as a job. I used to stress test all the time as a job. So if anybody has games that they're developing and they want someone to like play test them, run through them, tell you what's fun, what isn't fun, what works, what doesn't work, or if you want someone to game stress test the game that you're developing, which is, you know, do the same thing 500 times and make sure that it works still, make sure all the dialogue is correctly written grammatically, etc. Yeah, if anybody wants anybody to do that, like, we have experience doing all of it professionally, so we will gladly do that for you. Our next community fan game Construction Snake creator Q&A is going to be calendar May 26th. We've come to an agreement with Curtis Mutter. He's going to be coming once a month. It's going to be the last stream that we do every month before I hibernate for the beginning of the month puppos. So he's coming on the 26th this month. I guess he's already implemented a lot of the suggestions people gave when they watched that video. And it sounds like he has more levels for me to play as well. So he'll be here that day at noon again. Again, it's a Sunday, and we'll go through it and play it again / more. See if there's other things that people want to see in it. See if there's other things to change, etc., etc. Yeah. If you oh wait, I missed some of this. There are this cool features like tracking your Twitch points and who is in there. I like the animations when people donate, but some of them are way too distract. There's animations in this too. It's just I don't get people who donate to me. We're not affiliate yet. The only way to donate to this is if you go to our Ko-fi, however you want to pronounce that. That's also Jay McKenna Stories. I think it posts a link in our chat every hour and a half. So if you wait around another 35 minutes, it'll post the link automatically. But yeah, we don't do donations yet. But like we do have animations set up. It's just they don't go off very often. Honestly, I don't know if we ever will get affiliated. I mean, it'd be nice. I know Jay really, 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 really wants to do custom emotes. And like that's literally the only reason why we want to get affiliated. But you need to average 3 viewers per hour. And the fact that we're doing the puppos, like we had a crazy amount of views on the puppos. We got like I think 17 new followers from it. We had quite often 5 people in the chat. Not talking in the chat, mostly lurking, I guess, because we didn't hit the 5 talking in chat achievement. But even after all that, because there were like hours of downtime in between, we only averaged like 1.3. So like it's just because it's an average, I don't know if we'll ever actually hit affiliate unless like people get really, really invested in the puppos, which would be nice and cool. It'd be really nice to like have conversations with people during those. You get affiliate, you can get paid for it later if you remember. I mean, tell your friends. It'd be nice to hit affiliate just because I've even like Jay's like sketched out emotes that they want to draw for the channel. Like literally it's just a need to have custom emotes. If we could pay Twitch $5 a month just for that option, I think we would be doing it. Which is really sad, but whatever. It's easier than getting Twitch to give us money to do it. Yeah, if we ever make affiliate, that'd be fun and nice, and interesting. I'd probably stress the hell out because like, don't you have to like hit certain things to like keep it, or is it once you're affiliate, you're affiliate? Does it like go away? I don't even know. I haven't even looked into this kind of stuff. Anybody know the answer? Also, unless you do not want other voices in your stream or want one-sided conversations, getting Discord connected would help a lot of people being talkative. Yeah, we have a Discord made. We're in the process of like properly setting it up. It's just one of those things that like it's the least of our priorities. And we are so busy and we have so many things ongoing that it's just like, the Discord, yeah, we'll get to it. But yeah, that's the answer. We'll get to it. It does go away. Is it easier to keep it than it is to get it, or do you have to hit those like same goals every month? You know? I mean, these are all things I should probably have looked into, but again, we don't care enough. It's easy to keep it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sounds like a plan. Because if we get it and we get those emotes and then the emotes get taken away from us, I think Jay might go on a murder spree. Just FYI, if you live in the city of Calgary, if that ever happens, lock your doors. Blood will be spilled in the streets. Never had an issue, neither did Couch Fart Productions. That's a classy name. Classy, classy name. Something about streaming that my blood sugar just does not like. Talking to people. How stressful. Yes, my buddy and I did Diablo and Mario streams. I think the emotes you can still create without, or at least no, you can't. That was literally like the first thing we looked into. You cannot have custom emotes unless you're affiliate. Many times I forgot I had to type to talk to you. Sorry. Sorry. Wait. What's the... Yeah. Sorry. Is the angle on that right? I can't even see. There we go. Yeah. So basically, Jay spends their weekends drawing the designs for the Redbubble. So Jay's off doing that. And then James is more of like a volunteer team member than a actual team member. So, you know, he has like shit to do on the weekends. So he'll be showing up Monday. So that's kind of why I decided just to do this. I figured if like no one wants to like watch me flatten this on a puppo. No one wants to watch like 12 hours straight of me flattening the courtyard for the Minecraft castle. So I figured if I just like did a few of these chat streams on the weekend when it's just me, throw it up, we can talk about whatever the hell you guys want to talk about. And whilst we talk about whatever the hell it is you guys want to talk about, I will go around making the courtyard. And then that way, when we do our next puppo in June, there'll be like a list of like projects to do. I have to fix all the towers. I made the towers wrong. So I have to fix all the towers. Obviously we have to continue building the castle we were building. Stuff like that. Whoops. I just messed that up and I don't have any of the stuff set. Anyway. Point being, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can, I can give like sneak peeks on stuff. I know what the next design is. If anybody's curious about that. If not, I don't know. What shows are you watching lately? You can always watch Earth fattening. I kind of thought that this was kind of like a Zen style dealy. Kind of reading that way. Of like, oh yeah, just like watch blocks disappear whilst chatting. But I feel like it'll make the puppos a bit more interesting, or at least keep me more focused when doing them. Because I'll have like goals of like, build this, instead of get rid of a million blocks of dirt. Tell you the designs. Well, he's doing one of... Why do I always do that? I'm getting into this bad habit where if I'm like talking to a guy, then Jay becomes a guy. And then when I'm talking to a girl, then Jay becomes a girl. And I think Jay might murder me. Like Jay might... I'm making Jay sound very murdery, I just realized, but like justifiable murder. Justified. Yeah, Jay's a they, but I seem to have an issue where he's a he if I'm talking to a guy, and she's a she if I'm talking to a girl at the time, like about Jay. And it's just it's a problem. I need to not have that habit. Anyway, Jay is doing one design a month at the moment. The current collection is mythology. So the first two that they have put out was our Medusa. Kind of hard to see. Again. Still kind of hard to see because of the light. This is why we ordered more lights. Anyway, the first one he did, the first one they did is this Medusa for mythology. The octopus is my favorite, actually. Honestly, I think... Yeah. The octopus is part of the anatomically incorrect skeleton line. Jay released that for Halloween last year. So there's an octopus, a ghost, a witch. I'm blanking, and I know there's one behind me too. And I do it without looking. An octopus, a ghost, a witch. Damn it! The pumpkin! Ah! You and your... Can't wait to see you play my game, You and Your Love of Jellies. I love jellyfish. Jellyfish are my favorite. Jellyfish are my spirit animal. I also tell Jay that they're jellyfish, which is, I think, why all of our shit got turned into jellyfish, because, like, Jay's basically a gender fluid blob just existing. Perfect, right? It's real good. But yeah, no, I love that octopus. It's part of the anatomically incorrect skeleton series that Jay did for Halloween. I gotta make sure I get all this information out, or else, again, Jay really likes to murder. So octopus, jack-o'-lantern, ghost, witch, spider web to go with your spider, bat. I think that's all of them. Anyway, those are all on the Redbubble. You can get them in purple or orange. You can get them on pretty much everything. I have a tote bag of the ghost. My desk mat is of the purple octopus. I have a shirt of the purple octopus. I have a pin of the purple octopus. I really like the purple octopus. But yeah, so the current line of Redbubble designs is the mythology line, the like mythology with a twist line. So there's like the punk rock half shaven head, but like it's scales instead of shaven head. Medusa was the first one Jay did. You guys are jellies that it makes sense. They're a murderous gender fluid person. Yeah, that also true. I never made the murder connection, but you are correct. um the second one Jay drew is the Harajuku Yuki Onna. So like the twist is like where in Japan the Yuki Onna is like living. Um she got designed and put up. We don't have her product or her like card in yet. We ordered them like immediately, and then we basically got an email saying they'll show up anywhere between the 3rd and like the 16th of the month, which is insane, but they haven't shown up yet. So when they show up, we'll show off that design. Of the mythology ones, I like the Yuki Onna one the best, but the one that Jay is currently drawing is a harpy. That I know. This month, the design will be a harpy. Jellyfish murder you just by touching you gently, lol. Once I get my funds back in order, I am ordering everything. I mean, Jay will appreciate it. Like we ourselves, every time Jay like does a new design, we try to order like something in it because we're like wearing the shirts around town and stuff. I always wear one of their shirts for our streams, except for today. I'm not wearing one today because it's freezing and I needed to wear my sweater, and the sweater I ordered has yet to come in. So I don't have a Jay sweater yet. But when it comes in, that'll be the sweater I wear on stream as well. So we're like waiting for that stuff to show up. We have a bunch more of his, again, not a him, not a him, not a him, not a her. They. I also feel bad because everyone's just gonna be like, "Oh, Jay's a dude," because like there's only ever dudes in our chat, so I keep defaulting to guy. I just, I feel bad. I feel bad. Jay is going to kill me in my sleep one of these days. Anyway, yeah, so the design this month's going to be a harpy. I can reiterate what I was told about it, I guess. I would assume that should be okay. It's on surprise. So harpies, I guess for people who don't know like the lore of harpies are like Irish, which I did not know. They're apparently Irish. And they're basically like Irish sirens. They just lure people to death with music. Go figure. So I've seen the sketch. The sketch is pretty badass. It's more of like a Irish rock star take on a harpy. Looks pretty cool. I have no idea how long it's going to take them to like actually do the digital art of it, because it seemed a lot more complicated than the last few they've done. So I don't know when this month that picture's coming out, but I mean, I know that Jay is like strongly attempting to get it released this month. I think they took it a little personally when I made fun of the fact that they can never stick to a schedule, and like now they're they're desperately trying to get the schedule of one a month stuck to. If I remember correctly, because Ireland had more greenlands and trees than open sea, where sirens are more near the open water connection. Yeah, so like I don't know. I think the only thing I knew about harpies was like my only connection to harpies was like Harpy Lady from Yu-Gi-Oh. So like that's all I had in my head for a harpy. So I was like, oh, harpy, she's a half bird woman and she screeches a lot. But yeah, no, I guess they're more like Irish sirens kind of thing. So that's you Jay's going for like an Irish rock star take on it. But it'll be in the same style as the Medusa and the Harajuku Yuki Onna. Picture image not available. If you go to our Redbubble, the Yuki Onna design is up on there if you want to see what the hell I'm talking about every freaking time I mention it. Oh, while we're talking about like their pictures and stuff, like this thing that I'm constantly drinking out of, especially during our play until passing out streams. This is Jay's like first line that they ever did. This is the Sleepy Saurus collection. So they're all if you like puns, if you're a fan of puns, which I come you're not human if you're not a fan of puns. These are all like dinosaurs with like sleep related names. So this is the Velociraptor. Angles. Angles. Angles, Jane. Angles. There we go. That's the Velociraptor. Oh, thank you for the order. We have like a T-Rex, which is the Tyrannosaurus Rem. There's a I'm trying to remember what like the names of like the actual dinosaurs are before I think it's actually called the Baryonyx. There's like there's a Baryonyx, but like Baryon. Oh, X. Um There's a Pentaceratops called Spentaceratops. There's a Stegosaurus called Stegosnorus. There's other ones. I'm missing a bunch. I'm missing a bunch. It's the biggest collection that they have. Oh, there's a Night Pterodactyl. There's a oh gosh. Problem is some of the dinosaurs are like really like niche ones that I had never even heard of them before. So like trying to remember what they're called or the puns involved with them is much more difficult. I mean, some of them are even behind me, but like not there's two different versions. So there's the versions that are framed with like their name underneath, and then there's just the versions of like them existing that don't oh, them existing that like don't have their name underneath. So like of course, yeah. Most of the ones behind me don't have the names underneath them and I don't remember the names of a lot. Oh yeah, the Shamosaurus. Yep. Honestly, they got some good puns on in. Gotta love a good pun. I also know this is like future. The Massospondylus. Okay. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell that those are the actual names. They're cute. They're very cute. They're very cute. My favorite's the Baryonyx, honestly. I think the Baryonyx is like killer. Has like the wide open mouth and he's just like, ah, I'm yawning. Baryonyx is amazing. But yeah, we got a mug of the Velociraptor because this was like the first design, and this, I don't know. I wanted a Sleepysaurus mug to drink out of for our Puppo streams. I thought it was a cute idea. I'm cheating. Looked at the red bubble. Yeah, no, that's yeah. Go right ahead. I would have cheated if I could have, but literally the ones behind me don't have the names on them. Um, but yeah, so like when Jay started the designs, the original idea was like, oh, I'm gonna come up with like a line of things, and then I'm gonna make a bunch of them and post them, and then move on with my life, kind of thing. Um, but I think that schedule was like too much. They were like burning out really fast. So now they're more so think of a series like the mythology one, and then sorry, the pepper. Hey, Nika, no, come here. We're gonna have we're gonna have a chat, Missy. We're gonna have a chat. Just mass produce them in one go instead of one a month. No. That's what Jay was doing, and they were getting burnt out, and like it was becoming a problem. It really was a problem. Um, so now the way that they're doing it is like they picked the mythology thing. They're doing one mythology a month. And then like say it takes like a week to draw this month's mythology, they're going to use the next 3 weeks to like very slowly work on their next holiday line. So that like for Halloween we can put out like a big chunk of designs that are Halloween related. I think that because like the anatomically incorrect skeletons was like the original Halloween line that we had. um I know that they have a couple ideas that they're going back and forth on for their Halloween line. I also know that the pumpkin pie, the half a slice, which again I love it. It looks so like 60s retro, just with the colors and stuff. Um, that was originally supposed to be part of like a holiday line that I think Jay got burned out like right when they started it, so they only ended up doing the pie. So Jay wanted to go back to that. The only one I know for sure they have planned is that they have like a turkey that says break a leg. um Makes sense. So then you aren't running out of things to do as well, keeping people enticed with the product. I mean, we're all really busy, so it's just a matter of like who has time to do what. Yeah. I mean, the pie says have a slice, the turkey says break a leg. I don't know if they even have any other ideas for that line. The only one I was told about was the break a leg turkey. But yeah, there should be more getting added to that like holiday food collection. And again, I don't think they have any ideas for Christmas. If they do, they haven't shared them. But that's kind of how it's going so far. You're getting one a month of like a default non-associated collection, like the mythology one. And then towards like major holidays, there'll be like a chunk, like a collection dropped of like a few designs, I guess. Fingers crossed. The food basket gorging out. I mean, I feel like if Jay were to do it, they'd probably do like more of like a like one of those like squash centerpieces, and then it right like gourding out. Are you lame because of your joke, or are you lame because my idea of what Jay's joke would be was better? Are you hating on yourself, or are you hating on the fact that I came up with what is arguably the better idea? Yeah, I keep well again, this is a just chatting stream. I just have Minecraft open so that I can like work on flattening it. So that when I do the next puppo, there's more like things to build I can work on and less like monotony to do. I didn't think of that until you said it out loud, my feels. Honestly, I think the reason Jay and I get along so well is because we both have a very uncanny ability to find the pun in anything. Which in and of itself is a pun, and if you didn't get that joke, what? Why are we friends? See the pun and everything. I will say, now that I'm doing like these as like gaming streams and not just like sit down and do the coding streams, my neck is like absolutely killing me. I need like a much better chair. We are friends because we are. Very true. Very, very true. Anyway, I will get this courtyard flattened one of these years. Anyway, what else is going on? My hesitations in answering because I am adding items to my D&D campaign. Do you want to share like what your D&D campaign's about? Want to talk about it? Very cliche light versus dark battle. So like angels versus demons, light versus dark, or like morality. I'm a good guy, you're a bad guy, light versus dark. Except the heroes are looking for the vessels. Like Final Fantasy Light Warriors. There's a Lord and Lady of Light and Dark. Sounds pretty solid. Each time they die, they reincarnate. How are you supposed to kill him? I may murder this dog. Office dog may no longer exist come Tuesday's RenP coding. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna... She doesn't get the privilege to bark at people in the parking lot if she's gonna keep barking at people in the parking lot. Hey. Hey. In. Come on. Privilege revoked. Ah. Lord of Light found a way to stop the cycle and end the battle for good. I feel like I've heard this narrative before. Although I think I might be mixing it up with Tsubasa Chronicles, I want to say. We're using a program called Shard Tabletop so we can play online with other people in the world, except it isn't official, so we have to add our own stuff. Like, add your own stuff as in, like, I have to design this tree. Very cliche, but I like the way I did it. I mean, power to you. I didn't realize this tank top doesn't look like a shirt on this stream. That makes me look naked. That's unfortunate. Okay. I need a shirt to wear. Where are all my shirts? Son of a bitch. I'll be right back. Look, evidence. I have a shirt on. I'll be right back. Okay. Ow. Much better. It's one of Jay's Halloween designs, but I mean, at least it's obvious I'm wearing a shirt now. Yeah, the last thing we need is some 14-year-old boy clicking on this channel because he thinks I'm streaming it without a top. We're not looking to get FBI kicking down the door, calling me a pedophile or something fucking stupid because my tank top didn't read well. Oh, there's the Ko-fi link. Yeah, that's the only way we can accept donations right now is through our Ko-fi. We are currently also in the process of doing like the tier subscriptions to Ko-fi, or like if you subscribe monthly or whatever, you're gonna get perks, but we haven't set that up yet. So anybody watching on like the YouTube later or anything wants to like kick $3 our way, that's literally the lowest Ko-fi would let us put it. Every cent helps purchase caffeine and snacks and fun little things like stickers to throw on my face for when we do our Peppo streams. There's a lot to type out, but the players have to find the soul shard of the Lord of Light and figure out how he trapped himself so that they can do the same to the dark side. You look way weird without your glasses. So those aren't even... Like, I've been wearing my contacts this entire stream. The glasses I wear are, like, blue light reduction ones. So that staring at the screen for long hours don't hurt. But, like, it's been so long since I wore them. Because, like, I used to wear them, like, 9 hours a day for my job. Which I don't have to do anymore. But it's been so long since I wore them for, like, an extended period of time that, like, they cause migraines now because they're like tight on the head. So I'm kind of like trying to get myself used to them again in like small doses. But I was starting to get a migraine, so they had to come off. They had to go. Yeah, I'm a contact baby for the most part. Unless like during my puppo where everything went wrong, I scratch my eyes in my sleep and make it impossible to wear my contacts. Yeah, mine do that due to kind of more when I get got my headsets on. Um, I don't know what it is. I have this weird thing where like literally everything gives me a migraine. Like literally everything, like a ponytail, like putting my hair up in a ponytail for like 10 minutes will give me a migraine. Anything that like has goes on like a hat, a baseball cap, it all gives me migraines. So that's why like I'm not wearing my headset right now. I just am opting to fill the silence with my own voice instead of listen to the music that I have playing for you guys because the headset will give me a migraine. Glasses give me a migraine. The everything. My wife is the exact same way. I am a migraine. I do agree. You are correct. I am migraine personified. That's why my voice is so annoying. Yet you guys are choosing to listen to it. So who's the crazy one? Clearly you guys. I don't have to hear the sound of my own voice because it sounds different in my head. You guys have to deal with that annoying BS, and I don't know why you're choosing to. But I'm appreciative that you're choosing to. Every time Drums responds, I feel like I am that kid in class that just talks and talks and talks, not giving anyone a chance. Well, I am hearing impaired, so it is not as bad for me. Also true. Also why we are friends. Um I mean, Drums last I heard was like busy, so I'm pretty sure Drums is just like popping in and out. Um Again, very appreciative Drums. Not necessary. If you're busy, you don't need to give us time of day if you don't want to. We're just shooting the random shit today. There's nothing important going on. I just want until the talking person or oh, wait until the talking person is finished. That's kind of you. I'm popping in and out, that's all. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what I figured, but I mean, also like don't feel like you have I don't know why you would feel like you have to, but like don't feel like you have to cuz we're clearly not talking about anything. I was kind of hoping Curtis said that he might pop in at the stream, and I was kind of hoping he would because I basically recently forced him to start watching RuPaul's Drag Race. It got brought up in our stream on Sunday that didn't end up airing, and I know he has opinions, so I was curious to talk to him about it. Why would I torture him? RuPaul's Drag Race is the perfect show. RuPaul's Drag Race took everybody's favorite trashy aspects of every other reality TV show and put it into one. That's why it's so good. You have the like America's Next Top Model runway. You have the Project Runway design clothing elements. You have I don't even know what they're called, like the dancing competition reality TV shows. You have that in the choreo that they have to do occasionally. Um and then you have them just being like super sarcastic and bitchy to each other at all other times. It's the perfect reality TV show. Do I need to be careful about asking questions about those subjects in here? Yeah, which subjects? I think it would. I think it depends what you mean by those subjects. Anything regarding gender. I mean, Jay's gender fluid. I'm personally asexual. It's not really a gender thing, but it is a sexuality thing. The ones in the chat are the ones Jane just listed. Dancing with the Star. Oh, anything regarding gender. I don't know. I would appreciate, like I've stated before, I would appreciate if the chat didn't get like political and stuff. People are entitled to their own opinions as long as they're not forcing those opinions on others. I guess is what I would say. And I'm straighter than a wooden beam. I don't know, man. I've met you. I don't know if I believe that. If anything, you can say you're like as straight as like a green bean. I just don't know a lot, so I have a question about drag queens. Oh, questions are as long as like questions come from like a place of like curiosity, I don't think that there's anything wrong with questions. Like if you're like legitimately wanting to like learn more, I don't see a problem with questions. Just wait, ask away, just don't get uptight about the oh. Yeah, there's that too, I guess. Do drag queens still consider themselves men? There's just been so much going on, I don't know anymore. Most of them do. Most of them would consider themselves men. If most of them are gay, but not all of them. There are straight drag queens. There are trans drag queens. There are women who dress up as drag queens. Like the word drag queen is just like a specific like aesthetic, like really big wig hair and like campy makeup, and some of them like to do like really fancy pageant makeup, but like yeah, it's mostly like an art form. It's like when you look at like a cosplayer doing like a character, it's the same thing. I think anything goes is just how I should answer myself from now on. My roommate was still straight and just liked the way they can dress. I think the best way to like if you don't understand drag culture or anything, the best way to approach it is like it's very very similar to like the cosplay community, where like you'll watch an anime and you'll be like, oh, I love that character design, like I love the colors used, I love the outfits used, I'm going to recreate that and wear it to a convention and then like perform as that character, and then people will want to take pictures with me and people will want to like hang out with me and stuff. It's kind of similar to that, except they're making a drag persona instead of like being an anime character. Because like a girl can be a drag queen, a guy can be a drag queen. Most of the drag community are like gay men, but there are straight drag queens. There are transsexual drag queens. Like it's just people dressing up like they want to dress up. Like if I were to dress up as if I were to dress up as Ash Ketchum for a Comic-Con, I wouldn't suddenly consider myself a boy, or a Pokemon master for that matter, but like I'd still pretend I am one for the weekend, you know? If that makes sense. Does that help? And just silence. I don't know if I blew minds or upset people, but yes, like Wesley Snipes did a few movies about drag queens and he has a wife and kids. That is why I just say it's an art. It's a majority is gay. It's like playing D&D, you're a guy but play a girl. I'm just going to stop before I get myself in trouble, but thanks. Okay, well, yeah. I don't know. I tried to explain it as best as I could to someone who like doesn't get it, but yeah, if you like still don't get it or you think that you're like towing a line or something, by all means, we don't need to talk about it. I got a player in our group that is constantly playing female characters but swears he's straight. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, did you not? I feel like this was like more prevalent in the 90s and maybe like younger generations don't get it, or maybe like even generations from the 90s who are like not as big into video games don't get it. But like it was the same thing with like if you play RPGs, you're usually playing a female character, whether you're a guy or a girl, because the female characters are more badass. It's like, do you want to play Titus in Final Fantasy X, or do you want to play Lulu? Like, you want to play fucking Lulu because Lulu is a badass bitch who has a cool as fuck costume, a cool as fuck aesthetic, a way cooler attitude. Or do you want to be Titus? Like, no one wants to be fucking Titus. Who the hell wants to play Titus? Oh, I think our new light setup is here. That's the end of that sentence. You liked Titus. Ugh. Ugh. Ha 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 ha. Gotta laugh. Ha 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 ha. So lame. Mind you, like the majority of the main characters. Like the thing is, like, I don't know, character design wise, the girls are always cooler. They have the cooler outfits. They usually have the cooler powers. Or like there's that angle of like wanting to play as a girl in a video game, and then there's the angle of you're kind of a pervert and you want to watch her ass and her boobs shake while you run around playing the game. Point being, that has nothing to do with your sexuality. Like, I don't know why you were like, oh yeah, my friend swears he's straight, but he always plays girls. It's like, yeah, like I feel like most dudes who played RPGs in the 90s would pick female characters. Favorite was Squall and Cloud, though. There are, but that's also true in life. Girls, fits are always better. Lag in video and sound. Yeah, that sounds about right. Lag in video and sound. Speaking of which, though, my new light just arrived, so I might go grab that from the front door really fast. Maybe possibly. Sort of, kind of. Just chatting, play with the new toy that Amazon just delivered. Yeah. Yeah. Tacos. Why are we talking about tacos? Uh-oh. No, no, no. Okay. 1 second. Be right back. Gonna go... Wait. Pause. Gonna go pick up that package. Whoop. Back. Down. Down. Your wife made tacos. You lucky son of a bitch. I think dinner tonight for us is gonna be salmon. I made a bunch of like microwavable meals for the puppo, and then, you know, got sick and then didn't end up doing the puppo for very long. So there's like 7 microwavable meals worth of salmon, rice, quinoa, vegetables sitting in our fridge. Oh my god, this entire package smells like cigarette smoke. Anyway, look at the pretty new toy. Ah! Very excited. Also, wait, hang on. Clearly we need a new window for this. Also, bubble wrap. Wait. Do some ASMR for you guys. Chalcedony? Chalcedony? What is that supposed to be? What mythical word am I helping you pronounce? Is this like one of your D&D campaign's character names? Apparently it is an opaque white stone. Probably Chalcedony then, I guess? Oh my god, this package is more complicated than I expected it to be. A little tripod it came with. How does this work? 'Cause it came with a desk clamp and a tripod. I'm very confused. Should rename this video live on air unboxing. Mount to tripod. Swivel around tripod. Mount to clamp. Swivel around clamp. The lamp's probably not high enough, so let's go with the tripod. I was looking away. What does desk clamp tripod look like? Clamp? Desk clamp? Tripod. Lamp. I amuse me. I find myself funny. We'll get this set up really fast and then go back to Minecraft. Two different pieces. I thought it was one piece. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what I thought it was supposed to all go together as one thing too, but apparently it's not, so. What's going on? Anyway, this is basically when I set this up, this wall up behind me, instead of the old method that we were doing that was very inconvenient. Realized that, like, because of the way the lights are in this room, you're getting like a lot of glare on the pictures and kind of making it pointless for them to be there because you can't see what they are. But then when we turned some of the lights off so that you could see what the pictures were, all of a sudden this side of my face, like even now really, this side of my face is like way darker. So we invested in a ring lamp. See if this helps at all. Put this nya. Put this over nya. Nya. Oh god, it has like settings and stuff. Oh no, not settings. Oh god, settings. Alright, let's try this. Oh my god, plug in! Yeesh. Okay. We want clear up all these freaking wires on the desk. Whoa, that's way too bright. Okay, that helps, right? Evens it out a bit. Woo. Or no, do we need it on this side? What was the goal? The goal is to put it on this side. Great, what if we put it here? Like, yeah? Need to find a place where it like evens out. That still makes... Do this. Nope. Wait, what if we do this? Right? And then this. More even Stevens? You'd have to lose the main lights, otherwise there doesn't seem to be much difference. I'm playing with it. I'm playing with it. We're cooking. Cooking. We're still cooking. Because the main thing here is that, right? Yeah, because when I turn this one off, now you can see the pictures behind me. See? But when I did that before, you couldn't see my face anymore. So, much better, right? Kind of more even distribution of light. where you can like actually see the pictures behind me, but you can also see my face. Still got some video and sound lag if you care. It's just not synced. Is that what you're saying? Like the audio's not matching my lips? A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, a lot of the letters look real similar. L, W. I mean, I'm not sure how I would fix that. Blah, blah. And then hear the sound. Yeah, I honestly don't know how I would fix that. That usually means that the computer's working too hard to do stuff. Is like generally what that issue is, but I honestly don't know what it'd be work. It's a timing issue in your settings. I don't remember how either. Oh, I do. Hang on. I remember reading something. 1 second. Settings. Audio. I can add a delay to my audio, which can help mitigate audio and video desync issues. Is this what we're... This is how long you would like to delay the audio in milliseconds. But the problem is you're seeing my lips move before you see... Like, before you hear it, right? Ah! You're leaving right as I have a question. It bounces. Well, if it bounces, then I literally can't fix it. Because the only way to fix it is to put an audio delay on the stream, but... First it's sound, then video, then it's video, then sound. It's weird. Yeah, that's just, oops. It's doing that because, like, the computer's working too hard, which is just a way of saying that Twitch Studio kinda sucks and can't handle multiple things going on at the same time. Yeah, but I mean, is it really all that noticeable when I do when I do this? Like, are you really paying attention to my lips, or are you just watching me play the game? Yeah, exactly. So that's all I care about. I'm just gonna go back to this. How oh well. Go get your liquids and then tell me when you're back so that I'm not talking to myself the entire time. Please and thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you are back. Did you even leave then? Or did you, like, pick up the water bottle from the side table next to you, not a sponsor, and be like, I have to leave and get liquids? No comment. Keep wanting to sing, which A, is counterproductive to the fact that I have music playing for you, and I mean, B, the song I want to sing is definitely a copywritten one. I have 20 gemstones to add to my list that I am moving on to material components. I went into the kitchen and saw Isaac's box. You stole your son's juice box? Oh my god, man. How could you steal your son's juice? Isn't Isaac like... Am I feel like this is gonna be really wrong. Is he how old is he? Is he 5? 4? 4 was my first guess, and I was like, no, that sounds too young. How old? He is like 4. Do you not know your son's age? He's 4 plus or minus 2 years. Ivy is 5. Why did it feels... It feels like 4 is too young for Isaac. I don't know, it just feels like you've been talking about him for more than 4 years. I mean, yeah, you have a lot of kids to remember, but like, I don't know, Google Calendars, man. I only remember his age because I got the van the same year. That's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. They're like... If there are color settings on this? Oh, there are. Okay, wait. We have to go through these now. That's too washed out. Okay, we'll switch back to chatting for a second. That's too washed out, right? Ugh. I mean, this is what my skin looks like at all times. I am this pasty pale, but I don't think anybody wants to see that. Oh my god, it can get even more pasty pale. I spoke too soon. Yeah, like I'm this pasty pale. But I don't... That's... Yeah. That's about my aesthetic on a daily basis. But yeah, I don't think anybody wants to watch that. See it. Kind of like makes you... It gives you like, oh no, what's it called? When you like see someone who's sick, so then you think that you're sick because you saw someone who was sick. Giving that. I don't know why I can't think of the word. Ooh, that makes me look human. Darren hit on here. We're here to watch you game vids. Yeah, but like it makes me look so sick that it like makes the person seeing me feel sick, you know? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, but don't know the words. I just don't want people to tune in and be like, oh, now I'm nauseous because that person looks like a dead person. I mean, that is my daily look, but I don't need to subject you people to it. I mean, is that too orange? I feel like that's too orange. I feel like this is where we're landing, right? Here, let's do it this way. I just make sure to rub garlic all over me so I ain't worried. That looks good. Yeah, because like this is like too orange. This is like human. This is like, yeah, she's pasty pale, but she's also like alive, has a heartbeat. I love it when the chat goes way more silent when I say terrible shit like that. Anyway, you gotta... Yeah, okay, I got a heartbeat. Okay, cool. Good to know. We'll go back to Minecraft now. I can't type fast enough. Fair enough. It's just your typing always fails you when I say the most ridiculous of things. Hmm. And I'm gonna have to like fill all this in. Oh, deep. I should probably maybe do that too. I should like go row by row. That's what I should be doing. Let's do that. Because then it's more of like an OCD type shenanigan. Like, meh, meh, meh. Ah, or no. No. Shouldn't have done that either. We want dirt. Oh, fuck. Dirt. Yeah, I guess that is the problem, is like I don't know how I'm treating these trails yet. Hmm. Maybe we should just start on the top of the mountain and even it out layer by layer. Look at all these sheepies. Ah, so many sheepies and 2 chickens. Be the king of the mountain. Burn them? Why? I swear to God, there needs to be like a psychology experiment done about people with Minecraft animals. Because every single time someone has seen an animal during these Minecraft streams, they have either suggested how to kill them or implied that there was no way I ever intended to let them live in the first place. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Honestly, they look more like people in sheep's clothing. Crawling around on all fours. No. It's not everyone in every game, because if you kill dog meat in any Fallout game, you are the scourge of the earth and everyone hates you. Dog meat must be protected. Getting the murderous intents out. Yeah. See? So it's not every animal in every game. But there is definitely something about the animals in Minecraft that makes people want to kill them. I just think it's a very interesting psychological experiment. Egg. I should not be humming, 'cause what if it's a song? I don't know. Who knows? Chickens in Fable. Okay, done eating tacos. I'm so jealous, man. I want tacos. Or I want McDonald's because... Ooh. I didn't tell you. I got Choco Cat. Yay! I was so happy. We got him. Tracked him the hell down. I'm so happy. But then after we tracked him down, I took a look at the collection and we literally were missing 3. That's it. We got all the other ones simply because we were hunting down Choco Cat. We managed to get pretty much every single other toy. So we're only missing 3 now. I mean, yeah, at this point I kind of do want to get all of them. Even though my initial goal was literally just to get I just wanted Dark Magician Girl, and Choco Cat. Specifically because of those characters. Like, I didn't care who was dressed up as Dark Magician. I did not care who Choco Cat was dressed up as. I just wanted those 3 characters. But it took so long to get Choco Cat that I pretty much have almost every single toy now, And now it's like, well, my OCD wants me to get all of them now. We're so close. So very close. I have a lot of duplicates though, so I might be able to like trade once everything is said and done. Oh, it's a donkey. Hello, donkey. Wap. Wap, wap. You'd be surprised about how much people would buy them. The thing is, I don't... So, McDonald's, when they advertise this, were like, here's our toy campaign, and here's how we're doing it. And they posted it like they used to do like in the 90s, where they're like, it's going to run for 5 weeks, and the first week you can get these 2 characters, and the second week you can get these 2 characters, and you're supposed to show up like twice a week for all 5 weeks to end up getting them all. But then that's not what they did, because like in this city it seemed like each McDonald's was just getting a random whichever toy. For they were getting them 1 at a time instead of 2 at a time, and then they were getting like the McDonald's one way down the street would have Dark Magician, and then the McDonald's other way down the street would have Dark Magician Girl, kind of thing. So it's been insane, like finding them all. But basically, we ended up with like 10 of the one character, and then we have like much fewer duplicates of the other ones. The way it worked out. So like I don't know if anybody would actually want to buy, like it feels like the one is like very, very common in the city. So I don't know if anybody would actually want to buy them. Where there's a donkey, there is a Shrek. Problem being, there's a campaign to get rid of all kid stuff. His parents are all like, oh, it's a market scheme to make kids obese and get money. There are those that have 1 to open and 1 to save. Well, that's basically my collection right now. I have, like, I think, how many did they make? And I think they made 10 of them, and I have 7, but I have like duplicates of all of them. So like I have the boxes of the 7 displayed, and then I'll be able to open them as well and like show them off. But then I have a bunch more to like get rid of. We have a pile of boxes. That's what I'm saying. If by the end of this campaign I don't have the 3 that I'm missing, I'm gonna go on like Facebook and see if anybody wants to trade for the ones I'm missing, just so I end up with the whole collection. I really only need a display, like an out-of-the-box play with model of the 3 that I wanted, and then I just need 1 display box for all the other ones. I know I'd buy them because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, if you want to take 7 Dark Magician Girls off my hands, you're more than welcome. I have a lot of Dark Magician Girls. You can just go and buy them from McDonald's, if I'm not mistaken. You have to find a McDonald's that has it first, though. Like, literally, the only reason we found Choco Cat is because we went to one McDonald's and walked in and asked which Happy Meal toy they had, and they showed us. And then we went to another McDonald's and asked what Happy Meal toy they had, and they showed us. Then we went to a third McDonald's, and finally they had Choco Cat. But, like, Each McDonald's is only getting one at a time, and that's like the only one they have when they get it. So you have to like find the McDonald's that has the one that you're missing. One for each person in it. Yeah, everybody can have a dark magician girl. You guys can like start a club. Keep. Oh God, I'm like hearing things. Keep sounding like someone's trying to open the door. But I mean, I highly doubt that that is what's actually happening. So much for random. I mean, they were never supposed to be random. Like I said, like this is what they used to do in the 90s too. Which like made collecting like they're trying to make collecting it easy. God, I'm getting like motion sick, so I need to take a break from the Minecraft screen for a bit. Or do they only bark? Oh, send your guard dog over. Oh. Honestly, I don't know what she barks at. She never, ever, ever used to bark, and then, we needed to get her, like, pet sat for, we had, like, a vacation to go on. Vacation to see family. So we had her watched, and then, like, the people that watched her have neighbors who have like Dobermans, I think, and like the Dobermans taught her how to bark. So she still doesn't do it very often, but like she barks at when she does bark, she barks at like random shit. Yeah, I don't know. I was discussing this with like other people in the chat the other day, and it's now that I'm like older, I'm getting motion sick from like really weird things. It's like certain video games is causing it. Certain activity, like building in Minecraft doesn't seem to trigger it, but destroying blocks in Minecraft does. Weird. Anyway, the McDonald's toys, like they said they were going to do it this way this time, and then they clearly didn't. But what they used to do in the 90s is like, okay, we have 10 toys. Sorry, we have 8 toys, and we're going to run the campaign for 5 weeks. So the first week you can get toy 1 and 2. The second week you can get toy 3 and 4. And then after the 4 weeks is done, the 5th week you can get whatever toys the restaurants had left over. I just called McDonald's a restaurant. Oh my god. Jesus. So it was like, yeah, if you missed out on getting toy number 2 the first week, you'd have to wait for the 5th week and hope that the McDonald's had one left, kind of thing. And that's kind of how they were supposed to run this campaign, but that's clearly not what happened, because I got, like, I saw their release schedule, and like I got a week 3 toy literally the first day of the campaign. Never had an issue getting all the toys. I used to get a Happy Meal and buy an extra toy. My mom used to like run the circuit with me, where we would just go from McDonald's to McDonald's and ask them which toys they had in stock. And then they'd hold them up, and then he'd be like, "Yes, that's the one I needed. Gimme, gimme, gimme." Kind of basically what we did the other day to get Chocolate Cat too, but it was nostalgic. I had a fun time. We drove around the city. We hit up a bunch of different McDonald's. So it reminded me of when I was like 9 and McDonald's had like the TY Beanie Babies. because my mom did the same thing with me then, so that I could get a TY Beanie Baby bookworm. Glowworm? Bookworm. The rainbow worm. It's a bookworm, right? I think. Some places the workers are rude about it and just say you get what you get. Yeah, I mean, the first person I asked, like the first worker at the first McDonald's we went to, when I asked, I was like, hey, like I walked in, I didn't want to bother the cashier because the cashier was busy, so I waited for like an employee to walk by who was like restocking the condiments. And I like caught them and I was like, hey, sorry, but would it be possible just to see what Happy Meal toy you currently have? And she went like, and then walked away. And then like from the other side of like the McDonald's kitchen, like, you know how you can like see into them now? From the other side of the McDonald's kitchen, she just holds up a box and goes, Melody. Like, okay, thank you. I left. I got way too many melodies. But yeah, she definitely thought I was weird. But again, that's like shit. Like I used to do that with my mom when I was a kid. If the toy is good and you want the toy, you look for the toy. Like 90s was like heyday of McDonald's toys, of like working Transformers, working video games, TY Beanie Babies. Yeah, I did too, especially when it was a tune I wanted. Yep. Yep. Used to have the cool shit. This is like the first toy campaign, I think, in like, I don't know, 20 years of McDonald's where I was like, holy shit, like I want them. They're not even that great. They're like little tiny like blobs of a stuffed animal. Like they're not like formed stuffed animals. They're like blob stuffed animals with like a printed picture on them. And even then I'm still like, if Choco Cat merchandise exists, then I want it. Because there's very, very little Choco Cat merchandise in this world. That Burger King, A&W was lame when it came to kids stuff. They got worse over the years. Burger King, the only toy Burger King ever had that was good was the Pokemon movie collab where you got like cards and like a plastic Pokemon toy in a Pokeball that clipped to your belt. Like the best boon Burger King ever did in the 90s was signing the kids meal toy contract with the Pokemon movie. Toys are no longer age difference. I also had the Power Rangers and the Mummy Alive. Oh, I remember the Power Rangers. I do remember the Power Rangers. Trying to think, because like there was a lot of kids meals toys like in our house. Trying to think of like some of the better ones. But like the best ones were the TY Beanie Babies and like the Pokemon movie Pokemon set. Snoopy and gang. Oh, I had a lot of I don't remember which which place did it, but I had a lot of when Doug got a Happy Meal toy line, a lot of it was like stationary. I had a lot of that. like Doug pens and stuff. Getting the promo cards from McDonald's and Burger King that are now actually worth money. I know, oh god, I don't even know when it was. I was in Michigan last October, I want to say. And they had like the kids' meal was like a pack of legitimate Pokemon cards. Like you got legitimate Pokemon cards, and I was super excited and I got it. And then I was like, this is great. Why aren't people freaking out more about this? Like, this is awesome. And then I found out that like Canada didn't get the same campaign until like 4 months later. Like, they didn't have them at the same time. It was really weird. Weird that they have the option for book or toy now instead of is your kid 3 and younger. Um, I thought, do they not have like all three? Like you can choose a toy. Excuse me. You can choose a toy, a book, or a under 3 option, which is like a toy they can't choke on. It was a lot of Reapers in the Canadian packs, and they had a few months ago. Not anymore, or at least not that I saw. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess I don't really pay enough attention to it. It's not like I have any chillins running around. And a little baby boppers. Other than the pupper. Where is the pupper? Oh, she gone. I don't know where pupper is. Repeats. Oh. There's a lot of repeats in the Canadian packs. Yeah, I don't think the one I got in Michigan had any repeats. I honestly don't know where I even put that box. Cuz like they didn't come in like the foil packaging, they came in like a box for whatever reason, but they were like Pokemon cards. I don't know where I put it though. Honestly, I got really excited. I don't remember what we were eating, but um a while back we got a kids meal from somewhere, and it came, they were calling it like there's like that video game out right now that's basically Super Smash Brothers, but it's like Hanna-Barbera characters and stuff. Like DC, Hanna-Barbera, Cartoon Network characters. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, it might be DC Battlegrounds, if that rings any bells. Yeah. So they were doing like a Guess Who campaign where your kids' meal came with like a pack of like the little, like, you know, the game Guess Who, where like each person gets like a tray that has like pictures of people, and then you're like, do you have red hair? No. And then you put down all the red haired people on your thing. So like the Happy Meal toy, yeah. So the Happy Meal toys were different packs of like the little cards for Guess Who, but it was characters from that video game. So like each box had like 2 copies of each one so that each person got one. But like I couldn't tell if any of the Happy Meal toys came with like the tray to play with, or if you're just supposed to like put the buy the actual Guess Who game and then put the character cards in it instead. But either way, it was a good idea. Like, I was excited. I was like, "Whoa, you can like make your own Guess Who game out of the video game character." Like, that was a good idea. That was like a kudos like good marketing idea. I thought it was intelligent. Yeesh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do math. math. 10, 6 and a half. Yeah, okay. Math is cool, man. What do you mean math sucks? Just trying to figure out what time I'm gonna have to like technically cut this stream off and make sure there's like maybe, you know, some more video gaming involved in it. I know it's labeled just chatting, but it also is labeled as like just chatting with Minecraft. There was very little Minecraft played. Hurts your brain. No, I was just trying to figure out what 9:30 plus 8.5 hours was. Get back to the Minecrafting. Yeah. The problem is that I'm still a little motion sick. So I'm scared to go back to the Minecrafting. Yeah, no, I guess some of the local London drugs have reopened, but not all of the local London drugs have reopened or something like that. I guess they kind of like are doing like soft reopening where they're like picking groups of stores to reopen. I mention this because the other half is at work. It's like their first day back at, well, it kind of technically went yesterday, but it wasn't really a thing. That whole thing was insane. I don't know how much you heard about it. You didn't know they closed. Oh my god. You missed out. So since April 28th, London Drugs has been closed because somebody tried to hack them. Yeah, someone tried to like cyber attack them. So to protect everybody's information, they closed all their stores. They closed down all their point of sales systems. Their phone lines were down. But the thing is, the way they did it was like if you're a salary worker and you don't, if you're a salary worker, you either had to show up for your shift or take a paid vacation or sick day. And then if you were a part-time worker, you could call in and not go, but then you wouldn't get paid. So if you wanted your paycheck, you still had to show up for your shift even though the stores weren't open, and you had to hang around for the entire length of your shift doing nothing basically. So the other half took, yes, this is the anatomically incorrect jack-o'-lantern in orange. There we go, kind of lined up. Yeah, basically keep cleaning essentially. The other half took all last week off, is like, why go to work and not do anything? And then they told him he had to come in on Saturday. So he did, but the store was still closed. So they're like, all right, we need you to like go into the storage room and label things so that we can more easily find it when the store does open. And like apparently the whole store smelled like Lysol because they've been deep cleaning it the whole time. Yeah. And then they told him that when he was done doing the tags, he could leave early. So he finished it after like 4 hours. But then just as he finished, they told him that their store was on the list of next to be opened, and it was going to open any minute, so that he had to stay for the rest of his shift because the store was going to open any minute. And then for the next 4 hours of his shift, the store didn't open. They wouldn't let him leave because they kept telling him that the store was going to open any minute, but then the store didn't open until literally like a couple minutes before he went home. um so yeah, now the store, like his store's open today, so he like out at a legitimate shift today. But yesterday, all he did was put stickers on things for 4 hours and then stand around doing nothing for another 4 hours. You'd be freaking. I honestly, I would have reported to every single one of those shifts. Like, going back to our store, that literally, think about the store that you and I worked at. Like, if I showed up, I'd be like one of two people who were there. And all I would have to do is like spray things down with bleach and put stickers on stuff all day for 8 hours every day, and they still had to pay me. I wouldn't have to like interact with anybody. It would have been, if that would, that's like my perfect shift. Just blast music, not have to interact with anyone, put stickers on stuff, done. Yeah, I would have been great with that. But he's the type where he would have found that like it would have been too tiring and monotonous to like be doing that. So like he just called in. But now like his paychecks for like the next month are way smaller than they're supposed to be. And like it doesn't even sound like London Drugs solved the problem. It just sounds like they're slowly opening up stores phase by phase until they're fully open again. But I like my driving job now, can blare music and be myself. The way they gave you the option probably what gave me the idea I wouldn't want to do it. I don't know. But like when we worked at that store together, my regular job was sit in a room, don't talk to anybody, and blare my music. So that honestly would have been like a regular day for me. Just like go in, blare your music, don't have to talk to anybody. But now they can't yell at you for like not responding to requests for backup. Mine was to stand in the open and interact with people. That's why things kept getting moved. Seemed like they ever solved the problems. No, they never seemed like they ever solved the problems. They never did. And to be fair, I mean, I had a similar job from you at the start until I started getting sick, and I couldn't do that one as much anymore. Because I had both jobs. It's just they couldn't give me the one job. They couldn't give me shifts for the one job anymore because I couldn't stand up anymore. Oh, my neck hurts so much right now. It's insane. I think the next thing I might be buying for these streams is a neck brace. I'll just wear it at all times. It'll look like my neck is like always broken. Like one of those giant ass things. Keep me correct. The thing that got me about London was that I applied for computer tech. They gave me video and sound. Then I was also told both of us were supposed to be the same department. Neck is always sore. I hunched too much. Yep. I mean, I went in being told it was an interview for computers. And then they asked me one question about, do I know like what a camera is basically? And I was like, yep. So then they're like, all right, you're going to be selling cameras instead then. Like, not what I applied for. But then they were like, well, the only reason I didn't like make a fuss about that was because they told me when they hired me for cameras, they're like, well, we also need someone in Photo Lab photoshopping and printing the pictures. And I was like, oh, well, I'll do that. And they're like, well, we have to train you on the one and then cross train you into the other. I was like, all right. So if I want to like Photoshop for my job, then I need to sell cameras first. Gotcha. I knew more about computers than I knew about TV and soundbars. Yeah, I knew more about computers than I knew about which iPhone was coming out that week, but because I knew how to shoot in manual mode. That was apparently the only prerequisite for working in cameras. I mean, the other thing they said that they were merging all the departments. Or no, not that they were merging all the departments, that they wanted that they were creating like a new department of like float employees that would be trained in all of the electronic departments and then just be scheduled in whichever department needed them that week. And then we were both told that we would be trained for that program, and then neither one of us ever got trained for that program. That program just never happened. Signed up for it and asked every week about it. Yeah. Found out later they wanted someone who could be trained for certified repairs. Never got it. Instead, they gave it to one person who was getting ready to leave. They actually made a float employee. I didn't even know that. Was that when I was like in the hospital? One person, he used to work electronics, I believe. Then he went to the front desk and quit after a month. Interesting. I think you were still there. I don't remember that. I mean, I didn't pay much attention to the new employees in your department because it felt like I never had shifts with any of them, but I don't know. As much as I think that like it's a good place to work, like they give good perks. Um I do think that like I don't know if it's certain stores or what. There does seem to be like a very like clicky culture involved. Like I don't know, like I never ran into that type of um like employee dynamics when I worked at like the grocery store or anything. But it seemed very like clicky, I guess, is like the best I can come up with to describe it. A lot of them knew each other before working there. Well, the thing, like, I remember coming in to my department, um, there was like the young group of employees and like the older group of employees. The older group of employees just wanted to do their job and leave. And then the younger group of employees like hung out all the time. Like they would go to each other's house and like drink beer, or they'd be like, "Oh, it's like Friday night's coming up. We're going to go see a movie," kind of thing. And like when I first started there, they told me about that. They're like, "Yeah, we get together for beer, we get together to go see movies, we get together to do this. If you want to come with us, like let us know. We'll add you to the group chat, blah blah blah." And then I was like, "Yeah, no, I would love to hang out. I would love to go to dinner one night. I would love to go to someone's house and drink beer. Like I go right ahead. I would love to do any of that." And then like they never invited me to any of it ever. Your department was like smaller and like less clicky as far as I knew. Like my department was like, "Yeah, we do this all the time, and like if you're interested, we'll invite you next time." And I was like, "Yes, please." And then they just never would invite me. And then I would like find out a few days later that like, "Oh yeah, we all went to Britannia's house on the weekend and drank beer and like had a party or whatever." And it was just like, "Oh, okay. Cool." The whole thing was weird though. The one person asked me to like model for them. Like they needed like picture like specific aesthetic pictures. Um of like pale skin, red lipstick kind of like color scheme. And they like asked me to do it and I was like, "Yeah, okay. Fine." We got together one day. They took like a bunch of pictures of me. And then same thing, like never saw the pictures. Like I asked them, I was like, "Can you like if I'm doing this for you, can you at least like send me the pictures so I have like nice professional looking pictures of me with like nice makeup and stuff all done?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure. Like that'll be like basically like your payment for helping me out with this." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I never saw the pictures. I finally managed to get them to come over for drinks and fire before I left. Yes, I remember her. Can't remember the name. She was a photo chick and followed her on Insta. There were gorgeous photos. She always wanted to hang out, but never did. Also, I think I scared her by being flirty. Are you talking about like I wonder if we're talking about the same girl or not? Cuz like the one like we went out. Like there was like public places downtown that they wanted the pictures in. They made me do like really weird specific like contortionist level poses against these like filthy downtown public brick walls. But I was like, "Yeah, I'd like to see it. Like I'd like to have them because it's me in like really nice makeup and like really nice clothing getting like professional pictures taken basically." And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Instead of like paying you for helping me, you'll get the edited pictures." And then like never got them. I think I asked about them a couple times And then like every time I did, they were like, "Oh, like I'm still editing them. I'll get them to you when I'm done that." And then I just gave up asking because it was very obvious that they either weren't editing them or they didn't want to give them to me for whatever other reason. But it's like, I don't care if they're edited. Like, you took like 100 pictures of me. Can't I just have the pictures? Like, don't edit them. I can Photoshop them myself if need be. But like, I gave up a day off for you to do that. I had to deal with people honking their horn at me downtown because of that, and like I got nothing out of it. That was not okay. First of all, you shouldn't be trying to guess her name because this is like a public video, and like you shouldn't be naming names. But that was not her name. That's not. That's not. I hope that's not what you thought her name was because that was not her name. That's not even like the right amount of syllables that her name was. Every now and then I hear a drum sound. A drum sound? Oh, are you sure? Like, I have background music playing. Like, maybe it's too quiet for you to hear most of it. Is that the problem? Oops. It's like I have a media player going. I don't know if you're joking or not. You're saying your brain is inserting drum lines into my jokes, or you are not joking? Okay. Hang on. Whew. Think we need to call it. Um, I mean, we can probably chat. I definitely need to shut the Minecraft down, though. We can do like a chatting stream for like another 15, 20 minutes maybe. You don't need Twitch to chat. I mean, you and I don't. This is the only contact method I have with Drums. If Drums wants to chat. I did as much Minecraft monotony as I could, but it made me motion sick. Getting really motion sick. Oh no, I was just wondering if I need to say bye. No, I technically don't need to go for like another 15 whoops. Another like 15 20 minutes ish. But like I can't, the Minecraft screen was starting to make me motion sicky. Curious if there will be another demo request stream soon. As in like the community demo? What do you mean by request stream? I am confused. Whatever stream allows for you to play through my demo on stream. Yeah, no, like I said before the puppo, like we can do that whenever you want. You just need to tell me what day, like basically what day and time you want it, and then you have to like send me your demo. But yeah, no, I 100% I'll play it. Whenever I want. LOL, it's your schedule. Yeah, except my schedule is like way more open than a normal person's. Well, like let's start here. Would you prefer it on a weekday or a weekend? Or like a day that works better with you? Weekday. Um do you want to do it on the 8th? And play it on the 8th if you want. Sounds good. Okay, I mean, you literally have all of our socials. So if you want to like DM it to the Facebook or DM it to the Instagram or email it to j.mckenna.stories@gmail.com. I don't do socials, but I messaged you on Twitch. Did you? Hang on. Oh god, I'm probably fucking up all the audio right now. I apologize. Press that button. There we go. Oh, you did message us on Twitch. Weird. Sorry, I didn't see that ever. This is the first time that notification has popped up. Okay, so I just have to I just have to download it through the Steam page then? There's no like code I have to give it or secret password I have to whisper into someone's ear. Okay, cool. Yep. Is there like a better time of day Because, like, it makes more sense to be streaming playing it if you're, like, here and in the chat and stuff. Anytime on Wednesday works for you? Bow. Mm, yeah, I'm MST. Also, guys, this is how deals are made. If you have a game that you're developing and you want it played or playtested or demo stressed, we will do it. Just give me a time and I'll be there. How's like 4 p.m. MST? I'm good. Okie doke. Yeah, we can do that then. Let me write it down so I don't forget. But journeys. Okay, cool beans. Just give me, yeah, I just reread your message. Yeah, okay, we'll do it Wednesday then. Uh, let me know if something happens and you want me to like change the day or something. Because again, it makes like more sense if you're like here and in the chat. And then if anybody has like questions for you as the developer, they can ask and you can answer. You listened in on a deal. What kind of deal? I do not know. We are going to be playing Drums 107 has a game that they are developing. So we are going to be playing that game so that they can see what works and what doesn't. What super super pisses me off and what makes me a happy bean. Yes, well, we always have fun. We always have fun here. Except it's becoming more and more obvious that I'm randomly exhausted today. Flexible for that if you need to change something, please do. Yeah, I mean, I don't foresee any problems with that day or time. Um, like unless I get too sick to play, which hopefully won't happen. And if that does happen, I'll let you know, but should be fine. Yeah, so then if you don't mind, I'll like throw some stuff out on like Reddit and stuff saying that we're going to do this, try to get some people to show up to like ask you questions and give feedback. Being sick is not a good enough excuse. I said being too sick. There's a difference. Being sick isn't a good enough excuse, but being too sick is. I love when people say they're flexible, but can you bend your foot over your head while standing? I feel like I might be able to, actually, if I really tried. You're missing a limb, maybe. I've really been getting into like karate kicking or buildings doors open. And this is a very high kick. But it makes entering and leaving the building much more entertaining. But there's like a weird shadow on my face. I have to like change the angle of this somehow. Oh, oh nope, that made it worse. Ooh, yeah. There. Kind of. Can I like set this up like this somehow? Might need to play with this a little bit more. Although that I can't tell if that's better or worse than how I had it 5 seconds ago. You bite your toes like a real man. A real man would just keep growing them. God. You need a boogie. All right. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Manic 7 sins. Sins. Man. I was trying to find a funny way to read your name, but there really isn't one. Do me. I mean, you're clearly just rum. I mean, oh, I thought I was dumb. I'm not like removing letters from Sin's name. I was just trying to say it in a stupid, like, ins. Ins. Sman. Anik. An abbreviation that is, like, literally clearly not the point of the name. You would be ums or rums or Drew. There you go. You can be Nick and Drew. The most fucking oh god, I can't talk. Suburban bitch ass nicknames I can think of. Nick and Drew. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you both for stopping in and hanging out for like 3 hours doing nothing basically. But it was a fun little stream that I got to do that managed to entertain me for a few hours. So thank you, thank you, thank you. With that said, I think I will close down the stream since my chatters are leaving anyway. Yay! Thank you for being entertained. Let's go to Pew. So this is our current upcoming ad schedule, which we're gonna have to add to now that we've hashed things out with drums for theirs. But our next stream is going to be Renpy coding. We haven't done a Renpy coding stream in a couple weeks, so it might be a little slow to start. But we will be doing that. It will be me and Jay will be here. It will be audio only, just like all of our other coding streams. So that will be Tuesday, May 7th, 2 p.m. MST. That is 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Upcoming special event streams. I guess I can now say that we will be playing... What's the name of this? Attack on Hex Island. We'll be playing that demo by Drums 107 themselves. And that is now scheduled for Wednesday at 4 p.m. MST, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We also have our second installment of the community fan game, Construction Snake. That'll be version 1.2. They've implemented a bunch of your suggestions from the last time they were here. And I believe they've added more levels, as well as like more just things to do in the levels, as far as I know. So that the creator, once again, Curtis Mutter, will be here with us that day, and that one will be May 26th, again at 12 p.m. MST, just like the last one. So that's 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Actually, actually, you know what? Let's do time TBD on that. Because that's the time we were going to stream last time and like technically did, but it didn't work. And I think we had more community participation when we did it later. So we'll get back in touch with Curtis Mutter and we'll see if he has like a time preference. So we'll say the community fan game time TBD, but it will be May 26th. That's the last Sunday of the month. And our next play until passing out, our Puppo, will be Minecraft Part 2, where we continue building the castle. Up until that day, I might be popping in to do these random chat streams where I kind of like clear out more of the courtyard, just so we're not doing that boring, monotonous stuff during the Puppo. And like saving more of like the building stuff for the Puppo. But the Puppo is going to be Minecraft again, and that will be starting June 1st, which is a Saturday this time, and we're going to start it at noon MST, which is 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're doing that because it's a Saturday instead of a Wednesday, and we thought that that would kind of help with staying awake, because then I'll be hitting the more difficult times at like a better time of day, because like it'll be like the middle of the afternoon when I hit my first slump kind of thing for that on the Sunday. So that will be June 1st. As always, like, follow, subscribe, share. We are on all socials. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, DeviantArt, Redbubble. We have a coffee or a Ko-fi, however you want to say it. We do have a Discord now. It's kind of like a work in progress, so we haven't really started using it yet, but if you want to join it early, our username on that is also J McKenna Stories. So, you know, search us up, find us if you want. Anyway, all socials at J McKenna Stories. That is at the letter J McKennaStories. And that will be the end of today's stream. And we will see. I don't think we'll be streaming tomorrow. Keep an eye on our socials, especially like our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I might do another one of these chats while playing Minecraft streams. We'll see. If not, we will be back Tuesday, May 7th, 2 p.m. MST, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern for our next REMP coding session. Thanks for tuning in, guys.